Now, yes, it is an incredible leap to suggest that Moses would have written the Pentateuch, considering that he wrote about his own death and the events that happened right after his death. That is an amazing leap. But there's another way that we can identify and show that this book was not written by Moses. There are the book of Deuteronomy, for instance, was written by multiple people throughout a long period of time, over a time frame of roughly about 200 to 300 years. How can I suggest this? Well, when you go and you look at Deuteronomy chapter 3, as we were in that one today on our live, in Deuteronomy chapter 3, there's a verse that talks about the city of Hovath Jair, and that the city of Hovath Jair was started because of Jair of the tribe of Manasseh. And it says at the end of that verse that that city still remains to this day. Now, what that would indicate is that at the time frame of the writers, the city was still there. Now, Moses, of course, would not have written and said that the city is still there to this day if the city was founded by Jair of the tribe of Manasseh. Nah, that wouldn't be the situation, now would it? But why would there be this idea of Jair and this tribe becoming and being in this city of Hovath Jair? Because in and around the 13th century, which is in your 1200s, the city was already established. The city of Hovath was already established. But then in and around that time frame, around 1200 BCE, when they were conquered after they had been conquered 200 years earlier by the Egyptians, that these nomadic people of Israelites migrated and became part of this city, of this village, and began to take over this village by their sheer numbers and convert the village into an Israelite village. Therefore, when the writers of this story were writing about it, they were writing about it in and around the time frame of Hezekiah, which we know is when this book was first started to be written. And why would Hezekiah say that it is still known as this city to this day? And that is because the city was not conquered until the 700s by the first Assyrian emperor. And that is when the city was finally destroyed and never to be inhabited under that name ever again. So therefore, Hezekiah was saying that it was still there to this day because Hezekiah was writing about this city before it was destroyed by the Assyrians, to which he was able to withstand in Jerusalem after bribing Sennacherib, as well as Sennacherib's troops falling ill to a plague that they encountered while they were in Egypt from the mice that they were overran by. That is actual history. Your Bible is not actual history. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.